Chosen one, listen closely. Something in your life isn't as it seems. There's a man, someone you trusted, someone you thought was meant for you, but God is trying to protect you from him. And the truth? The name will shock you. Every sign you've ignored, every uneasy feeling, every sleepless night, it wasn't coincidence, it was divine warning. And today, we're revealing the 5 unmistakable signs that God is intervening to save you before it's too late. So stay with me, watch closely, and comment, "I receive this divine protection," to claim the blessings waiting for you. Your destiny is about to be revealed. Chosen one. When God wants to remove a man from your life, he doesn't always send thunder or chaos. Sometimes he simply removes your peace. You start to feel something shifting inside you. He hasn't done anything wrong, but every time he calls, something inside your spirit tightens. Your energy drops, your joy fades, and even though your mind says, "He's good for me," your soul quietly says, "No, he's not." That's not paranoia. That's divine warning. God speaks through peace, and when peace leaves, it's his signal to pay attention. The Holy Spirit doesn't argue or beg, it gently nudges. But when you ignore that whisper, the discomfort grows louder. You'll notice it in your body, a heaviness, a racing heart, a sense that something just feels off. You'll sense it in your dreams, sudden darkness, strange arguments, or seeing his face surrounded by shadows. Those aren't coincidences. Those are spiritual red flags. The enemy doesn't always show up looking evil. He often arrives disguised as everything you prayed for: kind words, charm, even faith. But his energy carries confusion, and confusion is never from God. Listen to me carefully. If a man's presence makes you question your worth, your peace, or your purpose, he's not your blessing, he's your distraction. And the reason God is shaking your peace is because he knows what you cannot yet see. He's heard conversations you didn't. He's seen intentions you're blind to. So he disturbs your spirit to protect your destiny. When your peace disappears, don't chase comfort. Seek clarity. Pray, "Lord, reveal the truth I'm too afraid to see," and he will. Because when God exposes what's hidden, you'll understand why he made your spirit uneasy in the first place. Remember this truth, chosen one. Love from God brings peace. Love from the enemy brings confusion. And when peace leaves, it's not rejection, it's protection from above. Chosen one. God never leaves his people in the dark. When danger hides behind a charming smile, he begins to speak in patterns. At first, it feels subtle. You see his name on your phone, then on a receipt, then again in a dream. You brush it off as coincidence, but deep down, something stirs. Something isn't right. That's not your imagination. That's God trying to get your attention. When heaven wants to protect you, it repeats the message until you finally look up. Maybe your friends start saying, "Something about him feels off." Maybe a random stranger says words that echo your private thoughts. Every whisper, every repeated sign. It's not random, it's revelation. And notice the timing. Right before you decide to trust him again, right before you take the next step, the signs multiply. Your phone glitches, your energy feels heavy, your spirit becomes uneasy. That's God saying, pause, look closer. The enemy knows your purpose. He knows you're inches away from breakthrough. That's why he sends people who look like blessings but carry confusion. He knows your soft spots, love, hope, loneliness, and uses them to plant distraction in your path. So when you start seeing signs, 444, protection, 555, change, or feathers in unexpected places, understand, God's hand is at work. Those numbers, those symbols, are heaven's warning lights. Don't ignore them. Don't second-guess them. The man might have a beautiful name: Michael, Daniel, David, Jacob, Chris. Names that sound trustworthy, even spiritual. But God isn't warning you about the name itself. He's revealing the spirit wearing that name. The moment you start noticing the pattern, it's no longer a sign. It's a message. Pay attention. Because what you call coincidence, heaven calls protection. Chosen one, the most dangerous trap the enemy sets, is distraction disguised as love. At first it feels magical. You feel seen. You feel wanted. You feel like your prayers have finally been answered. But slowly, almost imperceptibly, something shifts. You stop praying like you once did. Your goals feel harder to reach. The spiritual fire that once burned bright in your soul now flickers and dims. This isn't coincidence. It's the enemy at work, trying to steal your destiny through the guise of affection. God never sends someone who pulls you away from your purpose. A true divine partner ignites your fire, empowers your vision, and strengthens your connection to heaven. But when God is saving you from a man, He allows distance to grow, distance between your spirit and the distraction, so you can hear the whispers of your soul again. Chosen one, do not confuse loneliness with destiny. The enemy knows your wounds, your soft spots, and your secret hopes. He sends people who seem to heal you, only to reopen the pain, leaving your spirit fractured. Every tear you've shed, every heartbreak, every sleepless night, every moment of silence. It is not punishment. It is divine intervention. God saw the intentions hidden behind smiles, the manipulations veiled in words, and the traps you couldn't see. When your connection to God starts to feel strained because of a man, stop. Step back. Realign. Focus on your spirit before chasing illusions. Remember this. Chosen one, the most dangerous relationship is not the one that breaks your heart. It is the one that breaks your connection with heaven. Do not let your blessing slip through your fingers for someone who dims your light. When God protects you, He removes what threatens your divine calling. Trust the process, even if it feels lonely, because what remains is what truly belongs to you. Chosen one, sometimes God doesn't ask you to walk away. He makes it impossible to stay, because when your heart refuses to let go, heaven steps in and does it for you. It might come suddenly. The messages stop. The warmth disappears. The man who once couldn't go a day without you now vanishes without a trace. He ghosts you, blocks you, turns cold. You're left staring at your phone, confused, wondering what you did wrong. But the truth is, you didn't do anything. You simply outgrew the season he belonged to. You see, when a person's purpose in your story has expired, God will begin to remove them by any means necessary, even if it hurts, even if it leaves you crying on your bedroom floor. Because He knows that if He leaves it in your hands, you'll try to fix it. You'll keep forgiving, keep hoping, keep holding on, even when it's destroying your spirit. So, He forces separation. Arguments start for no reason. Communication breaks down. Everything you try to mend falls apart. It feels like the universe turned against you. But really, it's divine alignment at work. You may cry, question, even plead with God to bring Him back. But heaven whispers, "No, I'm saving you," because rejection is redirection. That closed door is not a curse. It's protection wearing disguise. When you look back months from now, you'll realize that every unanswered text, every cold silence, every breakup was divine choreography. God shifting timelines, removing distractions, and clearing your path for something better. Chosen one, Don't chase what God already removed, because when He takes something away, He's not being cruel. He's being merciful. He saw what you couldn't. The conversations that mocked your name, the hidden jealousy behind compliments, the manipulation designed to drain your light, the intentions wrapped in charm but poisoned by envy. He saw the spiritual cords tying you to confusion, the energy that was dimming your purpose. So He ended it because you wouldn't. That's why everything started breaking down. That's why peace disappeared. Because God will never let His chosen one stay bound to something that isn't sacred. Sometimes He'll even let them betray you, not to break you, but to wake you. He lets them show their true nature, not so you'll be bitter, but so you'll finally see clearly. And the day you stop chasing what left you, the day you surrender and say, God, I trust your no, that's when the miracle begins. Because you'll notice something powerful. Your peace will return. Your focus will sharpen. Your energy will lift. That's how you'll know the separation was sacred. Never forget, what's meant for you will never require you to beg, force, or prove your worth. If a man had to leave for you to rise, thank God for the exit. If the connection collapsed for you to heal, thank heaven for the fall. Because what God removes, He replaces. Not with someone lesser, but with someone divine. Let the separation stand, chosen one. Walk forward with peace, not regret. Because sometimes, the greatest blessing God gives you is the one that walks away. Chosen one, here is the final truth. When God is saving you from a man, He eventually reveals the name. It may not happen the way you expect. Sometimes it comes in a dream, vivid, undeniable, leaving your heart racing. Sometimes it's a sudden text, an old message resurfacing, or even a moment in public where the universe conspires to show you the truth. The name that once brought comfort, joy, and security suddenly fills you with unease. It could be the man who returns just when you're finally healing, pretending to care. It could be the one who smiles sweetly every Sunday, but behind his prayers hides envy and manipulation. Or maybe it's the man who once whispered, "You are my destiny," only for you to realize he was never your path, he was your distraction. Understand this. The name itself isn't the danger, it's the energy behind it. The mask may have been perfect, the words convincing, the gestures kind, but God sees the spirit. And when He reveals the name, He is showing you exactly who and what you are being protected from. When your soul jolts upon hearing or seeing it, that's heaven saying, "Now you see why I disturbed your peace. Now you understand why I caused the separation. Now you know I was protecting your destiny." Do not react with fear. Do not stew in anger or bitterness. Do not seek revenge. These are tests of your spiritual strength. Simply release what was never yours to hold and rise into the blessing God has been preparing. Because once the name is revealed, the test is over. You have passed. You have proven that your spirit values truth over temptation, clarity over comfort, and purpose over distraction. And now, a divine replacement is being prepared for you. Someone whose energy is aligned with your soul, whose intentions are pure, and whose presence strengthens rather than drains. Someone who will honor your journey, ignite your spirit, and walk with you toward the destiny God has designed. The moment you let go of the counterfeit, the real blessing enters your life, and it will feel effortless, sacred, and divinely timed. Chosen one, remember this: the unveiling of a name is not to frighten you, it is to awaken you. It is the final key that unlocks your freedom, your clarity, and your path to divine love, success, and purpose. So breathe, release, and watch how God's plan unfolds, because the real blessing is already on its way to you. Chosen one. Now you know the truth. God has been guiding you every step of the way, protecting you from energy that wasn't meant for your destiny. Every restless night, every uneasy feeling, every separation. It was all divine intervention. You don't need to fear the past. You don't need to hold on to what was never yours. Instead, trust that heaven is aligning everything for your highest good. The man, the distraction, the challenge, it's all been removed so you can rise higher, shine brighter, and step fully into your purpose. Your peace is returning. Your path is clearing. Your destiny is unfolding. And soon, the real blessings, people, opportunities, and divine energy aligned with your soul will appear effortlessly. So release the counterfeit. Step into your power. Walk boldly with faith, because God's plan is perfect, sacred, and unstoppable. If this message spoke to your spirit, type "I receive this protection" in the comments, share this video with someone who needs it, and trust that your breakthrough begins right now. Remember, what God removes is never a loss. It's preparing space for your miracle. Star, peace sign, peace sign, peace sign.